welcome. And we are here today at Lucid Yorkville, and we're comparing this brand new Lucid Gravity which just arrived. This is the Grand Touring top of the line model, and we have it here today with this brand new EX90 as well. They're both three-row electric SUVs, and their base versions will be similarly priced. So now the Grand Touring, which has bigger battery, more power, it starts at about 134 and can go up to about 175 with all the packages possible. It has a range of over 700 kilometers. The one that will be more comparable to the EX90 we have here will be the regular Touring, which will arrive in the next few months. It'll be priced from 115, which is pretty much identical to the EX90. The range on the EX90, the battery size is about 111 gross, 107 net. The battery on this one is 123, and the range on this one is over, like we mentioned, 700 kilometers. The range on the regular Touring will be around 500 kilometers, but it will have actually a smaller battery. The battery will be around 90 kilowatt hours, where this is 111 gross. So right now we just want to show you the differences in the frunk sizes in both cars. So we're gonna pop them both, and then we'll show you the interior space differences, front row, second row, third row. So maybe we'll start with the front, and then right away you can see, can you pop the Lucid, you just touch the button on your phone or on your key fob, and the frunk opens electrically. So there we go, and look at the size of this frunk. It's almost like the F-150. So basically the design is such that you can have a cushion here. You can actually sit here and lounge in the front seat. You even have cup holders here, and then power outlet here. So it's quite a sizable frunk. So you're gonna be shocked when you see the frunk in the Volvo. Number one, it's a manual opening, just a hydraulic hood. And so here it is. You can see the difference between the EX90, which is tiny in comparison with the Gravity. Okay, so now let's just look at the, we love the unibrow LEDs here in front, are really quite impressive, very nice. So the space, so both of these, you notice the door handles retract in both cars, very kind of similar style. So let's get into the Volvo door is framed, where the Gravity door is frameless. They both have soft close. So let's jump into the front seat. And the seats you can adjust. So let's say now, well, we have to, sorry, yes, we just have to get to stop the video. Oh, sorry, okay. So we're here in the front seat, so all the adjustments for the seating is right here. So right now I'm in a pretty comfortable position for driving in the front. So let's just jump in the second row now to compare the space. Okay. Lots of space now in the second row, and the second row is adjustable electrically. So here it is. So I'm gonna adjust it to the kind of a position that should allow the most space in the third row. By the way, you have also this table here that unfolds. There you go, nice little feature. USB-C charge port. You have the vents here in the B-pillar as well at the center, with the climate screen here for the passengers of the second row. So right now I'm in a pretty comfortable position for my legs for longer trips. Let's see if I can get inside the third row and how easy it is to get into the third row from here. So you just press the button, and it's spring-loaded back, but the bottom of the seat moves electrically forward, so that to facilitate the access into the third row. So let me try and get in. Oh, the third row. This is actually a 5-seater. So we're gonna do it again in a 7-seater version. The 7-seat is an option on the Gravity. Okay, so let's jump into the other car. And right now, let's just show you the second row space in the Volvo and the third row space. So let's walk around to the other side. So here I am inside the Volvo. Again, very similar position for me in the front here. It's a comfortable position for me in the front seat. Let me jump quickly into the jump back into the second row. And let me just move the seat back. The second row seats here are movable by hand. They are manual seats. They are not electric like in the other car. The seat backs can be adjusted as well. So let's say that I'm in a comfortable position right now, and let's see how easy it is to get into the third row. And here again, you have vents in the B-pillar and the center console, and you have a similar climate screen for the second row passengers. Both of these cars have fixed glass, heavily tinted roofs, not opening. Okay, let's see. I'm afraid already, because I remember from our previous experience, it's a manual. Okay, manual, no electric assist here at all. And the third row seat is not folded yet. So we're gonna stop here because we have to unfold the third row. So we've got the third row up. We figured out how to do it. It's electrically folding the third row, but the second row is all manual. And I'm just gonna try and get into this EX90 now. Oh boy, very tight. I don't think I can do it. Yeah, definitely not for me. I can already see I won't be able to close the seat, even if the seat is all the way forward, and there's no room for my head at all. Okay, so let's stop and jump into the Gravity. So here's the trunk with the third row up. We're gonna compare it with the Gravity, with the 7-seater version. So we had to remove the shelf in order for the third row to be unfolded. The way you fold it is by pressing this button, and they electrically fold. And it goes one at a time. Oh, it should go one at a time. No. So it's each separate buttons for left and right. There you go. So the space ends here pretty much, and then you have the storage that works even when the third row is up, and you have quite a bit of storage space under the floor of the Volvo. But the space in the third row is minimal. It's children only, and small children at that. Let's walk over to the 7-seater Gravity, and we actually sat in the third row in the showroom, so I'm gonna demonstrate it again. Way more space. The car is actually lower. You can tell that the car is actually lower, but there's a way you can raise the suspension. Both cars are equipped with air suspension, so for tall people like myself, and especially my son, if you're gonna keep hitting the hatch, there's a way to raise the car. So the trunk is very similar size to the Volvo, but with a huge difference, and there's lots, way more space. Way more space than the Volvo under the floor as well. And the huge difference is that this is actually usable third row, where the Volvo I couldn't even, well, I got in, but I couldn't travel in it. Where in the Lucid Gravity, you have actually usable third row. And you can even remove the shelf. Look at the size of and then the seats fold flat right into the cavity inside under the floor. Wow, amazing. So now I'm gonna try and jump into the third row. So we're gonna do the reverse jump into the third row first. Actually, we did show the first and second row. So we're gonna demonstrate how to get into, look at this. A nice little feature is the sunshade here for the second row passengers. So the way that you activate the access is basically here. Again, electrically, it moves forward, and then let us show you how easy it is to get in. Look at the space here for the third row. It's unbelievable. Very easy to get into, and we can actually close the seat now. The button is right here. There you go. And I can actually, I'm not even touching the second row. Look at this. And headroom is still good. I'm 6'3", 190 centimeters, and I am basically not touching the roof. There's still space from my head to the glass sunroof, which stretches all the way back. In the Volvo, it ends actually in front of the head of the third row passengers. That's what makes it even tighter. And you have two vents here for the third row passengers, cup holders, etc. So it's an amazing space in the third row, which is rare. Kind of similar to the Vistic we drove recently. Okay, so let's jump in now and take you for a test drive. Okay, so we're inside the Lucid Gravity finally, driving it for the first time and comparing it with the EX90, and I can already tell after a few minutes which one would be our favorite, being priced the same basically. Of course, this is now the more expensive model, the Grand Touring, which is more expensive than the Volvo, but eventually the Touring will arrive priced exactly the same like the Volvo, with slightly less range and slightly less power, but still basically the same car. So the air suspension on all of the models is standard. The four-wheel steering is part of a package. So this Grand Touring starts at 134 with all the options loaded. You're just around the 170 mark. So yeah, so these are the screens here. This is the basic screen. We're in one pedal driving mode. In terms of the drive modes, there is, I'm sure it's one of the menus here. So right now we're, I believe, in the standard mode. So this is over 800 horsepower, 3.4 seconds. So obviously it's gonna be much more responsive. Right now we're in region braking is high, so it's one pedal driving. Allen Road route now, so we're gonna go here. Okay. Oh, I like the sound of the electric motors, and the region is very strong as well. So that's great. So the smooth, okay, so these are the modes. Okay, perfect. So let's try and get into here. So we were in the smooth, which is like the eco. Then you have Swift, which is the middle of the road, and then you have the Sprint, which is the fastest, and then you have the tow mode as well. So let's see if we can put it in Sprint. Yeah, obviously it's the most sensitive and the quickest of all the modes. You can definitely hear or feel the 800 plus horsepower on this car for sure. And the holding the ride is very smooth. Obviously the interior is very quiet, and the road holding is excellent as well. In spite of the weight of the car, you don't feel that weight at all. On the bends, it holds the road, and the wheels. So you have 22 and 23-inch wheels. Actually, they are staggered, 265 and 285, and the rear wheels are actually taller. So they are 22s in front, 23s in the back, and that's an optional package as well. Yeah, you can definitely feel the power, but I'm assuming that the regular Touring with its over 600 horses is going to be quick enough for most people as well. So that's quite amazing. So we're going to try and turn on there you go, the speed. Okay, I'm going to take it off because it's approaching other cars. This touchpad on the left controls the autopilot, and the standard equipment is basically your adaptive cruise. In order to get the auto steer, the full autopilot, you have to buy the package, which is about 10 grand. So we're gonna go all the way to Shepherd, yeah, and then go left on Shepherd. Okay, perfect. So we can maybe show the amazing sky roofs here. This kind of is reminiscent of the Tesla Model X, with basically a better design in terms of where the attachment for the sunshades is. And then you have the roof, the rear roof goes all the way back to the third row, where in the Volvo it actually ends in the second row. And just like in the Hyundai Kia Genesis, you have the once you turn the indicator on, you have the camera showing you the cars next to you, which is kind of neat. I'm assuming it's the same when you turn yeah, exactly the same. So this is kind of reminiscent of the Hyundai Kia Genesis, except that they have the round image. Here it's a square image. Oh, the efficiency. Now, this is in kilometers per kilowatt hours. Can we switch it to kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers? Okay, so like GM, the Lucid only expresses their efficiency in kilometers per kilowatt hour. So we have to do the math. So it's gonna be around 25 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, if my math is correct. I'm pretty sure it's correct. So it's it's hard to judge we're gonna get both the Air and the Gravity for a full week early next year, sometime in the springtime. So we'll be able to give you a full rundown on the results of our weekly testing with efficiency, etc., etc. That's going to be in either winter conditions or early spring conditions. Right now we're just getting our first impressions in, so so far very good. And this is kind of like Tesla. It has a graph showing you the consumption and kilometers remaining. So this is very similar to the Tesla screens that we're so familiar with. The interior, it's for me, it's a step above the Tesla for sure. I would even venture to say that interior, just after looking at both Volvo and that this is even above the Volvo as well. Keep in mind that this is the top of the line interior, which is also an upgrade. So if you want to get the real leather and things like that, that's an upgrade package as well. But the interior is quite amazing. I guess I should put on my sunglasses, not my other glasses. I should switch. I'm not sure there, but it's okay. And there we go. So we're gonna keep going on Shepard. Yeah, no, that's not okay.
And we can turn left on Shepard. That will take us on
back to Allen.
Yeah.
I don't know what I've done with mine. I think I left the sunglasses at the other car, but it's okay. So maybe in the meantime you can show this nice glass cover for the cup holders here. There you go. So you have the cup holders here, and it slides forward to create even more storage. So this is quite amazing. That's a very practical thing. And of course, when you open this, you have lots more storage space right here underneath. Are we at? Is this Allen? So we should turn left here. Okay. Sorry, that sun is right in my ass, and I forgot my sunglasses, so I'm lost. So we turn the climate on, and yeah, well, quite an impressive vehicle. So far, and then we look forward definitely to having it for a full week early next year. But yeah, we're very impressed, and even though we haven't done a full testing on the Volvo, but I can just anticipate what our favorite is going to be for sure. So I think we're gonna stop right here. We've got enough for the first impressions. Yeah. Hello and welcome to another fast charging session here at Electrify Canada in Barrie. We are here again doing another fast charging session, and this time around we are doing it on the 2025 Volvo EX90. Finally getting the chance to drive it. This is the twin power performance version with 510 horsepower. So a lot of power in this car. 111 kilowatt hours gross, 107 net battery capacity. So yes, this is our just first session here, and we can tell you that we plugged in at 50%, got to 135 kilowatts right away. The car is supposed to be capable of 200. and soon when they switch the platform to 800 volts next year, it'll be capable of over 300. However, here we're on a 150 kilowatt machine, and we got out to 135 right away, which is not bad. Again, at 50%, we're only gonna go to 80%. So we'll send you the session stats. We'll post it on Facebook for you, and of course, part of our full review video. We are comparing this car this week with Lucid Gravity, which just arrived. So stay tuned for the full review. We're just gonna show you the interior of the car quickly and see where we're at speed-wise. We're still at 55%, doing 134 kilowatts at 55%. Let's see what it looks like on the inside of the car, and if we can see the charging speed on the inside. So here it is. Shows you the percentage, and does not necessarily give you any statistics regarding the charging. If we turn the car on, perhaps we'll have some more information. There you go. Let's see if it there's no on button here for this car, so it just shows you that it's charging, so automatically does not give you really any of the statistics regarding the charging speed or when it will be completed. So that's kind of annoying a little bit, and most of the other electric cars will give you a screen. As soon as you open the door, it'll actually tell you how long it's gonna take to charge the car. So that's quite unfortunate. Anyway, so we have to dig through the menus. That's about it for this quick first impression of the charging session. We're gonna, of course, do the Tesla charging session, supercharger session in this car, because Volvo is now capable of the charging at a Tesla supercharger. And we do have an adapter. This time around we have the A to Z adapter. We will try Electron adapters in the future. Right now we're gonna do it on the A to Z, which is a Canadian-made, made in Quebec adapter from a CCS1 to Tesla. Okay, so that's about it. Stay tuned for the full review. Just a quick mention of the consumption during this trip. We're gonna show you range and trip. There it is. We used 31 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, so the car is quite hungry. It's +7 degrees, bit of rain, and we're using climate at 20, as you can see, and the steering heat, and it produced a consumption of 31 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Based on the net size of the battery of 107, this gives you just over 300 kilometers highway range, which is not very much for a luxury car costing almost 120 grand Canadian. Another strange thing about this charging session is that the car doesn't know that it's charging. I also cannot change the percentage to 90 or 80. The car is actually fast charging right now. We're still getting a speed of, I can't see it from here, but definitely still fast charging. We went from 50 to 80 in about 10 minutes or so. And neither the main display here, the dashboard, neither the center screen actually know that I'm charging. It says connect cable to start charging. As you can see, the percentage is going up because we started at 50%. I also cannot change the percentage. It keeps jumping back to 100%, even though the key is here. So it activates the car. So it's very strange. So quite a few software gremlins in this Volvo EX90. We're going to end the session manually, not through the car, but through the charging station, so we can continue our trip. I hope all goes well. Okay, so here we are at a Tesla Supercharger, and we're here with the Volvo EX90 2025, and this is the Performance Edition, and we just plugged in at the Tesla Supercharger. The location of the charge port is ideal for Tesla Supercharger because it's driver's side rear, and as you can see, no issues at all. in plugging in. And we're here at the Tesla Supercharger at Port Severn at Petro-Canada. There's not too many cars today. It's a Saturday afternoon, just after sunset, and there's plenty of spots available. There's a couple of Fords charging as well. There's a Mach-E and there's a Lightning just arrived. Has to park very close, but again, for this Volvo, the location of the charge port is ideal. Today's hypermile was not very good. It was +2 and sunny. We drove a hypermiled it on Highway 12 from Midland to Orillia, and the consumption was between 23 and 24 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So not too good in the colder weather, even though it was without climate. The charging speed here with the A to Z Tesla adapter is not very high either. We were at about 60%. We want to charge to about 80%. When we plugged in, the speed was about 33 kilowatts only, but because we're paying per kilowatt hour, then it really doesn't matter. Now, right now the speed ramped up to about 40 kilowatts. To about 40 kilowatts right now, but it's still not very much. So it could be the adapter, it could be the car itself, but at least it's working. So it's the first time we're actually supercharging the Volvo here. And let's just, maybe we should turn the climate off. But anyways, yeah, so 40 kilowatts from 60 to 80% is not very much. So we're just gonna probably unplug and complete the rest of the charging at home. Okay, so stay tuned for the full review coming up. Hello, and welcome back to our summary of the test of this 2025 Volvo EX90 Performance Twin Power All-Wheel Drive. So we just completed our final drive, and as you can see, the fall test in early November turned into a winter test. It was -5 today, and we drove from Georgian Bay to Toronto with actually surprising results. Those of you who have been watching this week on our Facebook page with live reports from our various test drives, we drove almost 1,000 kilometers back and forth between Toronto and Georgian Bay. You will know that our worst result in warmer temperatures actually cancel. I'm not sure why the G system just reacted to my voice. Sorry about that. So yeah, the worst result that we got in warmer temperatures, which were kind of positive single digits, around 7 or 9 degrees, was 30 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers on the highway with the climate on. Our best result, the hypermile, from actually yesterday from Midland to Orillia, a distance of about 45 kilometers on the side roads only. The result was about 18. Temperatures were about +2, between +2 and +5. And that was without climate. So that was the best result. Surprisingly, today, in -5 with snowing and snow on the road and the wipers going and the steering heat going and the climate on at 20, with again -5 outside, the highway result from Georgian Bay to Toronto was only 21, which would give this car almost 500 kilometer range on the highway, which is basically the rated range of this car. 499 kilometers is the rated range. So with today's result, we could have been able to match the rated range of 500 kilometers. With the worst result we got on the highway of 30 kilowatt hours, that would translate into roughly 350 kilometers range. Because again, remember, this car has a battery of 111 kilowatt hours, gross, 107 net. And of course, we are comparing it with Lucid Gravity. Right now, the Lucid Gravity starts at 134, but later on, early next year, the Lucid Gravity Touring will arrive, starting at exactly the same price as this Volvo, 115,000 Canadian dollars. And it'll have a smaller battery, because the battery will be only at 90 kilowatt hours. However, it'll have more power. It will be over 600 horsepower, so better acceleration. And they still anticipate that the range will be longer than this Volvo, even though the battery is smaller and substantially smaller, because this is 111 gross and the Gravity Touring was supposed to have around 90. So stay tuned for more details on that model. We did compare it side by side space-wise, and Gravity wins on the space side as well. Definitely more space in the third row. They both have frunks and trunks, and the sizes of the cars are very similar as well. What is annoying about the Volvo is this key, the key card that works. This key gets discharged very quickly. There is a spot here in the middle, as with all the other new electric Volvos. If you put the key here exactly in the spot, it's supposed to charge the key. However, in our experience, it never charged it quite enough. So really, honestly, you should have a wireless charger somewhere in your home and leave this key permanently in a wireless charger at home as well. But the plan B for the Volvo is this card. So we've been using this card all week this week to open close the car, and to actually start the car. So to start the car, you have to put this card right here in the charger. So that's kind of an annoying thing. The other annoying thing is that literally all the functions are now on the center screen. You have only two modes, the normal mode and you have the range mode. To get to the range mode, you have to go to the range assistant, and you have to turn on the range optimizer here. So right now we're at about 65%. As you can see, it's showing 280 kilometers. This morning at full, it was showing 410 kilometers range at 100%. So basically, it turns out that it was actually below the available range based on today's consumption. So it was not optimistic. In fact, it was conservative. So as you can see, the average range 280 at 65%. Minimum is 190 with maximum of 350. That's not very realistic, but anyway, so pretty good result today. So we're ending this week, we're ending this test with a very impressive result on the highway. We can figure out why today was so good, because it was snowing and the whole traffic on all 5 lanes of the Highway 400 southbound, with the brand new HOV lanes being opened up, the traffic was definitely much slower. People slowed down for the weather because most of the people, this being early November, don't have snow tires yet. So everybody was luckily behaving very carefully on the highway, and so the speed of this test was the lowest of all the other tests. Nobody was really going above the 110 today. So it seems that the speed is the key to extend the range. So keep your speed down, and this way you will be able to achieve the rated range of 500 kilometers, even in colder temperatures, even with the climate on and the steering heat as we used it. Of course, you have also the massage. This car, in its performance version, because of the sports seats, does not have seat cooling. It only has seat heating and seat massage for both front seats, and the seat heaters for the second row. The third row is basically children only. I would not even attempt to get in there because it's super tight. So in that respect, the Lucid Gravity really wins the competition here in terms of the third row space. So that's about it for our test results. Now we also conducted 2 fast charging tests. So we will include those 2 sessions, videos from those 2 sessions, both at CCS, at Electrify Canada, and at Tesla Supercharger. So they will be in this video, so you will know what the results for the fast charging tests were. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment under this video. And as usual, don't forget to press the subscribe button on our channel to be informed when the next test will be posted. We have lots more tests of brand new full electric, plug-in hybrid and hybrid cars coming to our channel very, very soon. And finally, thank you to our sponsor, Condos and Castles Realty Inc. You can find them at www.condosandcastles.com.